All right, yeah. Uh, I sprayed the outside with a little bit of this purple spray from Walmart and diluted real heavy in water, like just a small amount in the bottle, and then the rest with water. And I sprayed over all the surfaces on the outside. I didn't spend as much time here because it was kind of trying to blow back into here because it was blowing my tape loose. So I'm gonna have to get that when the trunk's down. But there were roots growing on this side over here. When I pumped the trunk, they were attached to this, growing to it, and it actually bent it a little bit. So the trunk won't close all the way right now. So I've got to order new lift struts and then see where we're at. But a lot of that black stuff did come off. And there's still some there, you can obviously still see there where it needs probably more spray and more soap soaked on it. And then underneath there's a little grimy too. But the inside of the top stayed wet. I'll have to clean that shit out later. But I just wanted to document what I've done. I cleaned it all. Everything was real wet. There was some water ponding in there. So I dried all the water out and hit it with a leaf blower and blowed all the little corners and just blew in everything until it was real good and dry. I just got to lower the trunk a little bit and let the water finish dripping out of the trunk. The trunk had a few drips dripping in it. So I'm going to lower the trunk back, let it dry for about a day, and then I'm going to come back and start removing these side curtains and then taking the taillights out and getting those trees out. Just to give you a preview of what we got going on. Yep, there's actual tree growing under here, two of them. One on this side, one on that side. It's got a very cheap paint job on over the original. But even the cheap paint job doesn't look too bad from a few feet away. But it's gonna have to be sanded and buffed off and resprayed, obviously. But I just wanted to get this recording in of kind of how clean it came. I wasn't able to do underneath here too much because I didn't want to fill this compartment full of water and have to drain it all. And it wasn't getting very much anyway, so I'm just gonna do all that with a spray bottle, a brush, and a rag, and just take my time so I get it real clean. And I'll show you. Take this vice grips off so it can just rest as far down as it will. Like I said, here you can see how bent that guy is now. What's going on with that rod? But yeah, I had to force the trunk up after it was latched because it wouldn't come up. The roots were growing right around the lift cylinder itself. But oh, I also sprayed inside here while I had the chance. It had just big piles of mud roll out of it. You can kind of see some of the resins there where it's not all dry, so I can't sweep it all yet. But it made a pretty big mess in the garage. But I tried to use as little water as possible and just use the power washer. But it's looking 1,000 times better than it was. All right, I'm out.